Hey Deirdre here, I'm just going to show you how to create a new form. We've had an issue where management are saying that people are having difficulty putting stuff into the menu items table. So when you hear they're having difficulty putting stuff into a table, it usually means that actually they need a form, because a form is an easy way to put stuff into a table. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to click on Create. And we're going to use the form wizard. Whenever you're creating a form, always use the wizard. It's just much easier. So we're going to click on form wizard. And the number one thing to do next is to make sure you get the right table. So menu items table is the one they're having difficulty with. And we're going to put the whole lot of them through. Okay, that's fine. So everything's in, and next, ignore this. Next, menu items form, and finish. And you can see we've now created something that makes it easier to put something into the menu items table, and it's a form. Okay, and so this is taking you, at the moment we're looking at the first item in the table, so then that's number 2, and you can see chicken Kiev is number 2 and lasagna is number 1. I'm just going to close down this form here and take a look at the menu items table, and you can see you've got number 1 was the lasagna, number 2 was the chicken Kiev. So we're just using a form to look at the actual table. So we're going to close down the table again, and we'll open up the form. Now the first thing we'll do is we'll tidy it up. So let's move over into design view, and we get rid of these little underscores and get rid of them from here as well. Okay, I just got rid of the items, the underscores, and we could do things like we could color it, and we go to the home tab and change the font color. And then do that. Hold down Control on your keyboard and click and click and click and click and make it coloured. And then maybe select these. Now, whatever you do, don't change the text in these. But we could, for example, change the colour. Let's just make them a strong colour so you can kind of see it. Okay, and let's go back into form view, and you can see there's sort of an orangey colour and there the green ones, so you can see what's what. Okay, now the menu item price, we've been told that people are typing in all sorts of random prices, and we don't want them to do that. We want them to type in specific prices. So we'll go back into design view like this, and we're going to get rid of this menu item price in here. Oops, don't do that. Sorry, I forgot to select it first of all. So select it first of all and get rid of just that particular item. Okay, so now we're going to put in a combo box for this. So up here, you hold your mouse over it until you see combo box. You click and you let go, and then you come down here and you click and you drag. Okay, and let go. So it's now asking you what type of combo box that do you want to put in. In this case, we'll choose, I will type the values that I want, okay, because we have particular prices we'd like them to use and not just have random prices. Okay, so we can click on next. And it's now asking us the number of prices that we want. These are the prices, and so you just type in the prices that you want to display. So that's grand, so we click on next. So it's now saying, where will you store the value? We have to make sure that we click in here and we choose menu item price. Okay, so that's the menu item price. It'll go into the menu items table, and it'll be held in the menu items price field. So that's exactly what we want. So we click on next. Okay, what will we call it? Menu item price. And finish. Okay, and you can see here it's gone in. Let's go over to form view now to see if that's working. Okay, and so now we can choose particular prices. So we're putting in new ones. It goes in nicely. If you want to go to a new field, it's this little button down here. And so when you're going to a new one, you can just choose the particular price down here. So that's all working nicely. Now, next thing we want to do is we want to put into a button. So let's go back into design view. Okay, and we're going to put in a button. So we're going to click on this button up here with the X's in it. And then, oh, I didn't click on it, and then come down here and click and drag. Okay, and there's all sorts of options in here. So for example, if you wanted to go straight to the first record or the last record, we could put in a box. Okay, so for example, go to next one here. We can click on next. Okay, do we want a text? Do we want, we'll go arrow right. Okay, that'll be fine. And next. Okay, and we just go finish on that. and you can see it automatically will take you in. Okay, so we've got one of those, and we might move it over, and we might now put in another one going back the way. Okay, and go to previous record and go to previous. Okay. Okay, and you've got it going in. And so you can put in buttons that way, which make it very easy to work with. Okay, and you can worry about moving them about and getting the things right. And I think this one here needs to be moved. I think sometimes you need to just stretch it out this way. Okay, and line it up. And it all works beautifully. So then you go into form view, and you can see we're on number 1 now, so let me just move to the next one, and you can see that has taken me to number 2, number 3, number 4, and this one here is taking me back the way. Okay, that's us.